Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, hundreds are gathering in downtown Sarasota to show solidarity with the victims of Saturday's mayhem in Charlottesville, Virginia. A vigil taking place right now at 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. That's where ABC 7's Erica Jackson is joining us live with more on what's on the people's mind out there. Erica, what's going on?
Yeah, good evening, Adam. Those with the political rights group Action Together Suncoast, along with a different group, Bradenton Progressive, they're all here. They just wrapped up a moment of silence lasting about 7 minutes, and they all just sang the song together, This Little Light of Mine. And they're showing support for the families of those killed and injured during Saturday's white supremacist rally turned violent in Virginia. The group says they're supporting civil rights for all and showing opposition to white supremacists around the country. Many also expressing disappointment in the President Donald Trump for not condemning the white nationalists in his initial remarks about the situation on Saturday.
He implied that there were two sides divided. There was only one side that was violent, and that was the white supremacists. And his words implied that he supported their actions.
I think he should have addressed the reality that at both ends of the political spectrum, this kind of radical behavior is terribly divisive. It gets nothing done.
And as you can see behind me, the vigil is wrapping up right now. A lot of hugs taking place, a lot of smiles, all coming together in solidarity, showing that they're all together and in peace. And this isn't just the only rally taking place. National group Indivisible is hosting more than 400 rallies around the country. Another one taking place right now in Charlotte County. Reporting live in downtown Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Erica. And a vigil planned in Charlottesville, Virginia has been canceled according to police there due to threats from white supremacists. Now today we're learning more about the man charged with plowing into a crowd of demonstrators there on Saturday, killing at least one person and hurting 19 others. ABC's Elizabeth Herr reports from Charlottesville tonight with more.
At the scene of terror and chaos in the streets of Charlottesville that ended in death and devastation. The city is now sharing messages of unity and condolences for the victims.
I want the country to know that the city of Charlottesville is a place of extreme compassion.
Including Heather Heyer, a 32-year-old paralegal from Virginia, killed when a car plowed through a crowd protesting against a white nationalist rally.
Heather was a strong person who always defended what she believed in, and Heather's life was not about hate.
The suspected driver, 20-year-old James Alex Fields Jr. from Ohio, now sits in jail, charged with murder. Meanwhile, the man who organized the Unite the Right demonstration,
I was the organizer of the Unite the Right rally,
tried to hold a press conference today to no avail. Instead, heckled and confronted by counter-protesters and ultimately escorted away by police in riot gear. This as the Virginia governor continues to denounce and condemn the supporters of white supremacy.
To the white supremacists and the neo-Nazis who came to our beautiful state yesterday, there is no place for you here.
And anti-violence vigils and rallies are held across the country honoring the victims.
And tonight, this clarification from the White House, a statement which read in part, the president said yesterday he condemns all forms of violence and hatred. Of course, that includes white supremacists, KKK, neo-Nazis, and all extremist groups. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, Charlottesville, Virginia.
And that rally in Virginia sparking more action back here in Florida. The president of a Florida NAACP chapter saying that the organization will resume efforts to remove Confederate monuments across our state. This coming just 1 month after Hillsborough County decided not to remove a Confederate memorial from public property. Some saying they want it removed because they see it as a harsh symbol of racism and white supremacy, while others say its removal would be a disservice to those who fought and died in the Civil War. The monument currently sits in front of the courthouse in downtown Tampa, and of course there is another monument right in Bradenton. Well, 13 years ago today, Hurricane Charley swept through the Sun Coast, moving onshore near Cayo Coastal, Florida, as a Category 4 hurricane back in 2004, carrying the third largest price tag of any hurricane in the U.S. behind Hurricane Katrina in 2005 and Hurricane Andrew in 1992. That storm reached an estimated economic loss of $14 billion. And in the midst of hurricane season, the earlier you're prepared, the better. For our official ABC7 Hurricane Guide, you can visit mysuncoast.com, hit weather, and then Hurricane Guide. That guide features hurricane supply checklists, information on local shelters, and other things you need to know to keep you and your family safe. And it's been a very busy couple days in the tropics. Let's head over to Wendy Ross for a first check on our weather tonight. Wendy.
And we now have Tropical Storm Gert. We were talking about this system yesterday, and for the last couple of days we've been talking about it, and now it is officially Tropical Storm Gert. And this is the system that you see right here. This system is now moving towards the northwest, but it's going to start to make more of a turn, a curve away from the U.S. mainland. It is not going to be a problem for Florida, and it's not going to be a problem for the eastern United States as far as any kind of direct impact, which is going to be wonderful news. We're watching this system moving on towards the northwest at 10 miles per hour right now, with 40-mile-per-hour wind speeds at this hour. And so this is really great news as far as every interest along the east coast of the United States. 88 degrees for us right now. The humidity is high. The dew points are high. And as you can see, for the rest of the night, we're going to continue to see our temperatures and keep them in the 80s. There's not a whole lot of rain around, and so we are looking at partly cloudy skies for the rest of the night tonight, with just a couple of showers, mostly over the central part of the state, and some very light pop-ups of rain around the eastern coastline or the eastern sections of Charlotte County. So we'll let you know what we can expect for tomorrow. We've got some changes in the forecast. You may or may not like them. We'll let you know what they're all about in just a few minutes. Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Manatee County planning staff are now advising against the controversial development project Aqua by the Bay. That's according to the Bradenton Herald. Staff sending that report 3 days after a Manatee County Planning Commission recommended denying the development. Developer Carlos Baruf asking for the height of those proposed buildings to be raised. The county approved 95-foot-high buildings earlier, but Baruf requesting that to be raised to 145 feet. That request was denied. And now to a developing story in Bradenton. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office is on the lookout tonight for 3 suspects after an attempted home invasion. Deputies say 3 people, all wearing black and masks, were responsible for the incident at 46th Avenue West. A shot was fired, smashing through the front window, as you can see right there. Luckily, no one was hurt. If you have any information on this case, you are asked to contact Manatee County Crime Stoppers at that number listed right on your screen. A federal review is being conducted to see if Florida panthers are still qualified to be on the endangered species list. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says the panther is one of over a dozen animals whose listing status is being looked into. Panther biologists will include data on the panther biology, habitat, as well as threats to their survival. Wildlife officials say this review will not jeopardize protections for the big cats. The review is expected to be complete by 2018. Well, nearly 100 passengers were evacuated from a Florida airport earlier this morning. Travelers in 2 concourses at a Fort Lauderdale airport were told to leave the area due to a natural gas leak within a restaurant. Broward County authorities were called in to investigate. After about an hour, all restaurants in the terminal reopened and passengers and employees were allowed to return. The cause of that leak is still under investigation. In an effort to combat the opioid epidemic here in our state, a Florida hospital is introducing a new pilot program in hopes of reducing the number of opioid overdose deaths in Florida. It will be the first of its kind. In October, St. Vincent's Medical Center, Riverside in Jacksonville will send peer recovery specialists to talk with overdose patients about their treatment options. The specialists can drive the patients to available treatment facilities and contact family and friends to encourage treatment. Should the program be successful, it is expected to expand to other hospitals within the city. And staying on Jacksonville, they are also getting rid of red light cameras. This coming after data found that the devices have not reduced car accidents. Statistics kept since Jacksonville installed those cameras back in 2012 at 26 intersections have not shown that they reduced crashes, while statewide crashes actually increased at intersections with cameras. Red light cameras have been the center of heated debates across the Suncoast as well. Bradenton deciding to do away with their red light cameras, while Sarasota and Manatee County do still employ those devices. A sad day for lovers of the Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Energy Adventure Ride at Disney. After today, you will no longer be able to take part in those iconic rides at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. In honor of the theme park rides, Disney has created limited edition merchandise. Disney announcing last month that those rides would be replaced by new attractions. Attention Manatee County drivers. 24th Street West in Bradenton will be closed starting tomorrow through August 31st. The roadway will be shut down between 30th Avenue West and 32nd Avenue West. The closure is for sanitary and water service connections for new homes on the east side of 24th Street West. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, how the community is once again working together to get Sarasota County students ready for that first day of school. And fidget spinner mishaps, what parents should know before leaving the popular toy lying around in the house.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
Consumer Cellular makes it easy to stay in touch with family and stay within our budget.
Now our cell phone bill is only a fraction of what it used to be.
Our average customers get everything they need for about $25 a month, and plans start at only $10 a month with no contracts.
Consumer Cellular has a great choice of phones. Check out my new one.
I picked this simple phone.
I use my son's old smartphone. Kept my number, too.
Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider since 2008, and members get exclusive discounts.
It's a good thing Consumer Cellular is always there, because sometimes I need a little help.
Sometimes. We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service among non-contract wireless providers.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of change.
We actually use change.
Luckily, there are some things we can still afford.
Like Consumer Cellular.
Stop paying too much for wireless service. Switch now, and for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-920-3084. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Welcome back. Former White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramouche sitting down for the first interview since getting fired. Scaramouche tackling everything from Charlottesville, Virginia to leakers to that profanity-laced interview with The New Yorker. ABC's Gloria Riviera has those details.
Anthony Scaramouche lasted just 11 days as White House Communications Director, today telling ABC's George Stephanopoulos on This Week that if he was advising the president yesterday,
we condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides.
I wouldn't have recommended that statement. I think he needed to be much harsher as it related to the white supremacists.
Scaramucci also highly critical of chief strategist Steve Bannon.
You've been tough on Steve Bannon. Does he have to go?
Well, I think the president knows what he's going to do with Steve Bannon.
Which is what?
Well, let's leave it up to the president. It's his decision. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think the president has a very good idea of who the leakers are inside the White House.
They include Steve Bannon?
Oh, yeah.
In that no-holds-barred interview, Scaramucci described himself as a straight-up guy, admitting it was likely his bombastic style, evident in a taped phone call with New Yorker reporter Ryan Lizza, that hastened his end.
Science is paranoid schizophrenic, paranoiac.
So you think you deserve to be fired for that?
Do I think I deserve to be fired? Well, obviously, I wish they would have given me a bar of soap and told me to go wash my mouth out in the bathroom and move on.
And as for Robert Mueller and the ongoing Russia investigation,
I don't think he has any intention of firing Robert Mueller. I predict he will not find anything related to President Trump or his family as it relates to the Russia situation.
Gloria Riviera, ABC News, Washington.
And back here at home, parents and students across Sarasota County making some last-minute preparations tonight, getting ready for that first day of school. To make that transition a little easier on families, the community hosted a community day at Newtown Estates Park in Sarasota. Kids were able to come out to the event and receive free backpacks and school supplies. Children could also participate in free health screenings, and guest speakers came out to speak about the importance of education.
They just don't have the finances. And so this is our opportunity for us to be a blessing and be of a benefit to them, and to make sure kids go to school with backpacks and supplies.
And Manatee County students went back to school last Thursday. They are already deep into those classes. And speaking of students going back to school, it may be tempting to allow your kids to head back to class with one of those ever-popular fidget spinner toys. But before you do, listen up. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission has issued new fidget spinner safety guidelines following reports of children choking and instances of the toys catching on fire. Some of these safety tips include keeping those spinners away from children under 3 years old, have an adult present at all times while battery-operated fidget spinners are charging, and never leave those on the chargers overnight. But they are addicting.
Oh, man, a lot of rules.
Yeah, a lot of rules for a toy that spins on ball bearings. But, hey, man, it's a padded world out there.
Yeah,
right?
it's a lot of fun.
You got eyes on you, kids, with the fidget spinners.
I've got to get some more information on that. I don't have any information on it yet.
Sorry, I've done my own research.
Well, so. I just want to tell you that tomorrow, for those of you starting off school tomorrow morning, you can actually expect maybe a few showers along the coastline. Okay. Possibility of that taking place. But our chances for rain are definitely diminishing. And so that's kind of good for those of us who are sick and tired of all this rain that we've been getting. We're actually going to be getting a little bit of a break. Today we had a beautiful, beautiful day. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day, and as a result we saw our temperatures reflecting how very hot it got to. 91 degrees, 77 the overnight low, and normally we're at 74 and 90 degrees, but this is what it feels like right now. And this is what happens when you don't get any rain around. There's nothing to cool things off, so those temperatures feel awfully, awfully hot. Right now it's 88 degrees. That's what's happening actually right now. The dew point is high. The humidity is as well, and the winds are coming in right off the Gulf of Mexico at around 7 miles per hour. Notice this ribbon of drier air. It's just kind of moving across the southern part of the state and moving on and drifting on up towards the north, and that's the reason that we are going to be seeing a lesser chance of rainfall over the next couple of days. You'll also notice we didn't have a whole lot in the way of cloud cover throughout the day either, so things were fairly quiet for us. Most of the activity well to the north of us, and that's that's going to be the situation again tomorrow. For us tomorrow, we're going to be seeing just lesser chances of rainfall, pretty much as we saw today, and that's what's going on right now. We've got a couple of showers and thunderstorms over the central part of the state. We're seeing some lighter rains moving on into Charlotte County, and they're beginning to dissipate as we speak. And as far as the coastline is concerned right now, things are really very quiet. Most of the activity right here over the central part of the state. The southern sections of Florida and the north are also reporting quieter conditions at this point as well. So tomorrow morning we could see some of these showers developing during the early morning hours, and then they're going to take a break, and then during the afternoon we may see a few scattered showers around, but only a 20% chance of rain is in our forecast. Tropical storm Gert formed at 5 o'clock this afternoon. It is now moving towards the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour, 40-mile-per-hour winds. It is not going to be a problem for the state of Florida, and it's also really not going to be a problem for the U.S. mainland. I'll get out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about. This is where we're tracking this system, and all of the models are pretty much right on the same track, and it's going to keep it away from the U.S. mainland and keep it on out into the Atlantic. So that's good news, at least for the eastern coastline and certainly for the state of Florida. This is what our satellite pictures look like, and look at the classic lines. It's already starting to show those feeder bands coming on in. So you can see it's beginning to really take on a classic shape. So now we've got Tropical Storm Gert, and as we travel farther out into the Atlantic, we are looking at these waves that have been coming off the coast of Africa. And here is a tropical area of disturbance that we now have, and this system here now has about a 30% chance of developing over the next 5 days. We will keep our eyes on that for you as well. Over the next several days for us, in fact 7 days for us, this is what our forecast looks like. Only a 20% chance of rain to start out the work week, and then we bring those rain chances right back up to a 40 to 50% chance all the way through the weekend. Adam.
Now, sports.
The Rays are in another scoring drought, 2 straight shutouts against the Indians going into Sunday's series finale. The Rays could tie that series with a win, but they'll have to avoid miscues like this one from rookie Austin Pruitt, leaving one up for Edwin Encarnacion's 24th homer of the season. But you know who else has 24 home runs? Steven Souza Jr. Make that 25, and it's a huge shot for the Rays. Ties the game at 3 apiece in the 6th on a full count with 2 outs. Austin Jackson leading off the 8th inning for Cleveland. Skies one to left, back and gone. Rays lose their 3rd straight game. 4-3 is your final. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Jacuzzi is proud to present our first ever safe bathing event. The Jacuzzi walk-in tub allows you or a loved one to take a safe and relaxing bath. Never climb in and out of a regular bathtub again. Our walk-in tub offers a low step-in threshold, fast drain technology, soothing hydrotherapy, and even a shower handle. Regain bathing independence with a Jacuzzi walk-in tub and enjoy spending more time with loved ones. Why wait any longer? During our safe bathing event, save $750 on a new walk-in tub. Receive $250 in safety upgrades and a $100 Visa gift card. But if you call right now during this program, we'll double the savings to $1,500, double the safety upgrades to $500, and double it to a $200 Visa gift card with your walk-in tub purchase. Going back to where it all began in 1956, Jacuzzi Incorporated was founded and the whirlpool bathing category was born. Jacuzzi's patented Hydra massage jets provide an unmatched bathing experience. Jacuzzi is proud to present our first ever safe bathing event. Never climb in and out of a regular bathtub again. Our walk-in tub offers a low step-in threshold, fast drain technology, soothing hydrotherapy, and even a shower handle. During our safe bathing event, save $750 on a new walk-in tub. Receive $250 in safety upgrades and a $100 Visa gift card. But if you call right now during this program, we'll double the savings to $1,500, double the safety upgrades to $500, and double it to a $200 Visa gift card with your walk-in tub purchase. A safe and relaxing bath is only a phone call away. Call right now to save double on a new walk-in tub. Call now.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Well, if you didn't win that Mega Millions jackpot on Friday, a massive Powerball grand prize is still up for grabs. No one matched all 6 numbers in Saturday's $371 million Powerball drawing. That means the jackpot rolls over to an estimated $430 million. The next Powerball drawing will be Wednesday, and don't forget you can get those numbers right here on ABC 7 during our 11 o'clock show. $430 million.
Got to play to win, though, Adam. Got to play to win. And I don't play, so I don't win. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm not making the investment on the chance. No shot. But you may want to invest in an umbrella if you're walking to school tomorrow.
Well,
possibly.
just possibly, because we've got a 20% chance of rain during the morning hours and then 20% later on in the afternoon as well for the interior sections of our state. But I certainly wouldn't make any changes in my plans over a 20% chance of rain.
That's fair. Well, we do know one thing. It's probably going to get hot in the afternoon.
Oh, definitely.
You can plan accordingly.
Yes.